It's another beautiful day here in Sedona. We had a great evening and great afternoon yesterday with my friend Colin. He's a very important person in my life. When I moved here to the Flagstaff area after my divorce back in 2006, him and his family were a really good support system for me. Anyway, we had a great day visiting him and his new wife. Well, they've been married for a few years, but we hadn't met her. He's got 3 beautiful kids. So that was a good day. Enjoyed having some fun singing. Anyway, we're getting back up today to Flagstaff. Robin wanted to just reminisce and visit and do some of the things we used to do when we lived there. So we've got an hour drive to go. We're getting a little late start. So they do things differently here. The McDonald's sign is turquoise. But isn't that beautiful? Not the Safeway sign, the mountains.
Don't do those.
No, you want to do those. Put it back at me. You want to do those.
No,
the Jeep tours are amazing.
No.
We did the safari one, which is cheap. The free public trolley to get you around town.
Trolley. It looks like a streetcar. This place is quite awesome. Very touristy, but still very cool and warm. The warm is the important part. With really cool mountainous red rocks that you just don't see anywhere else. Not like this. The closest that I've seen to stuff like this so far though has been Colorado National Monument. And even that was not, this is different. This stuff is different.
And here are the San Francisco peaks. It's about 12,635 feet to the top. It makes for a pretty good hike. I'm going to show you some pictures me and some friends did back in around 2008. When Rob and I first got married, we lived in this little neighborhood here on the east side of Flagstaff. And we're going to see if our old dumpy place is still here.
I liked our old dumpy place. This is it? Yeah, that's it. And there's... Okay, I'm going to take a picture with my camera too.
It's always been kind of a dump. I think it looks much worse now, 10 years later, than when we lived in it.
I'm gonna do a home video of my house. Here's the living room, as you can see. There's the fireplace. Here's our dining room where we eat. Here's our kitchen table. So you can see there's our dining room. Our kitchen.
Where's your tea, Brady?
What? Right
Where's the tea?
here. There's my dad.
Where's your tea?
Here's our thing.
Oh,
And the honey's right
Here's the stove.
honey's
And
right
the
beside it.
fridge.
Is my phone in there?
Here's the
Or
studio.
the computer?
There's my dad. Here's Britain. So, that's our house. Thank you for watching the show.
That is our first place, but there was one perk, other than terrible landlords that did not maintain the property whatsoever. Every time you requested them to come, and the leaky roofs that spilled water on top of your $3,000 musical instruments and destroyed them, and they go, well, you know, sometimes crap happens. Yeah, like a crappy landlord. Anyway, the cool part is, I'll show you where we could go, and we were literally at the base of Mount Elden. So I'm going to just go one street over, but basically you would just walk about 30 feet to the block the other way. Now I have to remember for sure, but basically we are literally right on the other side of the street where I showed you our trailer right over there. Right there is a trailhead.
You see the trailhead? What's it say?
It just shows where Flatman Loop is. And for Fat Man's Loop, we are not on this street. We are right, that was the corner house on the other street that was right before our place where we were at. So literally we could walk right down, right here, right there. Even though the mobile home was a piece of garbage, our backyard was national forest. And that was pretty awesome. So now we're at the trailhead, the official trailhead with parking for the Mount Elden Trail. So we're going to get started up that and see how far we can go. It is about 7,000 feet here, and we're not actually in shape for this altitude. So we know how well that worked when we were in Colorado Springs.
Yeah.
So before you go hiking on the loop, make sure to register in case you don't show up somewhere. They can check the logs. Robin decided it's not going to happen. It's already burning her lungs trying to get up it. But
I just know what it's like once I get up there.
Yeah.
And I wasn't even halfway up the part to where I even started. And I was already ready to die.
It is fairly rugged if you have vision issues, but also if you're not acclimated to the altitude, it could be kind of difficult for you. But I am going to flash back to some old footage so you can see what it would have been like.
You can see it whenever I was trying to murder my husband.
All right, let's go find her.
Okay.
She already started up about 30 minutes ago. So here we go. Here we are. How you doing?
Tired. This is never going to get any easier.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Just takes persistence. Let's look out and see.
Where's Tim?
She's back there. She's resting. You can do it! Come on, Tiana! Come on!
That's not even fair.
Come on!
I started at 2:58 and it is 4:03. You guys started at 3:35.
And
Fat
we
Man's
are at Batman's Loop. And we're gonna go right.
See the trees down there all the way to the road
Yep.
in the camera?
Yeah.
That's how far up we climbed.
So Flagstaff has a really nice mass transit system. I should say it was really nice. I'm sure it still is. Very, very clean, very well maintained.
It was alright.
It's all right.
Yeah, I found it kind of gross when I was on it.
Okay. When I first moved to Flagstaff, I stayed into an area where a lot of college students stayed, and so it was like 4 rooms with a shared living room space. Each room had its own door to the outside, and you could walk through another door to enter a shared living room space. But then after that, I bought this thing for $6,000. Yeah, that's
You
it.
bought that thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
before I moved to Williams, I ended up selling it for $6,000. So that worked out well. And then I think it was a couple $100 for the lot space. So that's where I lived for a year, roughly. Which one should we get for Jay? We don't know. He said it's not really hot. It's just got a little bit of a pepper here just to add a little bit of flavor to it. So hopefully Jay will like this. We found out he likes pickled garlic, and Robin got pickled asparagus. Ew. Robin got the coffee version of this one, and I got this Eskimo. I guess that's Eskimo. I don't know. Now off to visit some other things. You want to tell them why you like this farmer's market so much, Robin?
Because a lot of it is local, organic, and very inexpensive. They have a lot of cool products that, I mean, you just don't go into a grocery store and get these. I mean, you can go into probably the Mexican grocery stores and stuff like that, but this is cool because it's inexpensive. They have a lot of Mexican products as well as some other products, and they have like a lot of beans and stuff that you get by the pound, and just cool stuff. I like it. There's the big cow place.
It's still there.
Mm-hmm.
It's a natural grocers now. It's not a factory store.
Oh my gosh, that's the best ever.
So this is the last place we lived at in Flagstaff, Arizona before we moved to Phoenix for a little bit. It was another mobile home park. In Flagstaff, you're doing good if you can actually afford a spot in a mobile home park. This one was, we were paying $1,200 a month to live in this. So that's our final place we lived at. It was actually a pretty decent place. So I remember when we bought a brand new Hyundai when we were living here. The speed bumps here are just atrocious. And even if you crawled over them, our Honda Civic would scrape. And so when the dealer asked if we wanted to take the vehicle for a test drive, we said, yeah, but the first place we want to go is our trailer park to test the speed bumps. And he's like, what? What do you mean? I think he was worried we were going to try to see how it jumped over them or something. But once we explained to him that we couldn't even clear them at a snail's pace with our other vehicle, then he understood, because they're pretty atrocious speed bumps in this park. You can't tell because it doesn't say, it's just green. It says coffee. But that's a coffee, the little coffee spots, they're called Wicked AZ. There's 3 or 4 of them in Flagstaff. I don't know if they're anywhere else. The White Monsoon is awesome. We had to get our little sticker to put on our camper because Wicked AZ is awesome. So if you're going through and you like coffee, try Wicked AZ. I think you'll like it.
It's like, forget this.
It's funny that she is actually riding on her back, and she's not even holding her. She just rides. She just holds on for dear life.
We are driving down our street, Crystal Drive, in Flagstaff, Arizona. And yes, this is Flagstaff, Arizona, where you would think it would be hot, but it is not.
Where, like, pretend all the animals, the dinosaurs are running.
Oh yeah.
Where she's, like, just looking down.
Kind of does, doesn't it?
Okay.
And where you are, Tiana. Yeah,
All
Say
right.
hi.
Hi.
Okay.
All right.
So, we are on top of Keel Sink where the Indians went like this.
This is nice up here.
There's like caves in here. Isn't that cool?
Be careful, Britton. Tiana, don't lean quite so far over.
Sean, they were the clumsiest.
Turn it
Here
off
we
if you don't
are
see anything
going
interesting,
to
okay?
look out at the Grand Canyon.
Say hi, Tiana.
Hi.
Duh! I meant for you to look at the camera.
Hi.
Legally blind. She can see, but not very well.
It's creeping me out.
I don't know why she did it though.
Wow, the vertical will be pretty spooky down there.
She looked right at the camera and she. Oh yeah.
Please don't go any farther. Please. I don't want my mom to be gum.
Gum?
Squish.